Hey, Coach, it's Dave Valley here. Just going to show you quickly how to put your screen together. The screen should take no more than 5 minutes to assemble. You need a 9/16 wrench to put the legs on. Other than that, there are no other tools that you need. We do have assembly that comes in the box. If you want to follow along with that, you're more than welcome to. And then when you are opening the boxes, make sure if you're using a razor, be very careful because there's netting inside and we don't want to accidentally cut the netting. So we're going to start by putting our screen up on its side, taking our bolts and sliding them through. On the bottom of the screen and on the leg, we have some number systems, okay? It's just 1, 1, you wanna match them up, very simple, match them up. The leg portion here, this is the front, the wheel is in the back. The wheel is always gonna be in the rear of the screen, okay? How you know what the rear of the screen is if you see, we call these, our hinges, okay? The hinges are always in the rear, so we wanna make sure the wheel is on the same side as the hinges, okay? So all we're gonna do here is we're gonna slide this on. We're gonna put the bolt through, both bolts, put the nuts on, and then we're gonna take our 9/16 wrenches and tighten that down. Once those have been tightened down, we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So we'll flip the screen over, put it on this side. We'll take our next leg, which has the 2 on it, okay, and match it up with the 2 on the bottom of the screen. Same process, just put it together. One note to think about when you're tightening these down is make sure these bolts are tight, okay? You really want to tighten them down. If they're not tight and there's some movement in the leg and the frame, the leg could eventually break off because of metal and there's a weld there. So it's really important that that leg is really tight to the frame. So crank it down. Now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to stand the screen up, okay? Right here. And we're going to go grab our front hanging net, which is in the back. Now our front hanging net also has numbers on them. Has a 3 and it has a 4. And if you notice at the top of our screen, we also have a 3 and we have a 4. So again, we're just gonna match these up. What I'm gonna do is also, these are our corner rods. These are our number system as well. This also has a 4 in it. I'm gonna slide the 4 spring over the 4 corner rod, lift it up, and slide it on the frame, just like that. Once I've done that, same process. I'm going to take it on this side. I'll take the number 3 spring, slide it over the number 3 corner rod, and slide it up on the number 3 on the frame. Just like that. Now, if you notice, I just put it on. Front hanging net is kind of above the ground. That's not what we want. So what we're going to do is, because it's been rolled up in a box, you're actually going to pull the front hanging net down and stretch it out. Okay? Netting keeps its form. So once it's been sitting in a box for that long of a period of time, it's just going to pull up. Eventually, that net will stretch all the way to the ground. The more you use it, the more you hit into it, so don't worry about it. So if you see it above the ground when it comes out of the box, it's not a problem, okay? We'll stretch that down, perfect. Next thing we're gonna do, we'll turn it sideways. We'll show you how the overhead protector goes on. Okay, we'll grab our overhead. It's very simple. All we do is slide it on the rear corner rods. We go here, slide, slide, slides forward. Now what we do have here is we have this Velcro. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this Velcro, wrap it around the overhead protector, and wrap it around the frame of the net. Okay, the reason why we're doing that is that way when you're moving the screen, this overhead protector doesn't come off, which obviously could be dangerous. We don't want it to fall on your head. So we're gonna wrap both of these, there's 2 of them. We're wrapping both around the frame of the screen and around the overhead so it's secure That can't go anywhere. Okay, that's our overhead. Next thing we'll do is we'll put the ball holder on. Again, very simple. Just slides on the metal frame. Okay, this ball holder can go to either side. So if you're throwing and you don't want it to, you know, bump into your arm as you follow through, you can slide it to this side or to that side. Very simple. Okay, now we'll put on the wing. The next two accessories are interchangeable, so they can go to either side of the frame. When putting the wing on, it's important you put the bottom hinge in first and then slide the top hinge in, okay? The bottom hinge is actually slightly longer than the top one, so that way it makes it easier to put on. Make sure both hinges are always connected to the frame. It's not being held by just one hinge. So again, I could just flip it over to this side, slide it in bottom first, and top. Just like that. Last accessory that we have, our side frame accessory. Same thing, the bottom hinge is slightly longer than the top. We'll slide it in there. It's very common to see people put just one hinge on the top. Again, you don't want to do that because then it'll eventually break this side frame accessory. So watch it pop right out. All I do is lift. If I go to the other side, bottom first, slide in the top. The one thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to attach this Velcro. There's 3 pieces of Velcro. You're going to attach it to the frame. That's just going to make it more tied tightly to the frame. That way a ball can't accidentally sneak through and hit you feeding the machine. Give you better protection. There's 3 going all the way down. You want to attach all 3 of those. And now you have a complete screen. Took you less than 5 minutes and you're ready to go.